All year, it's felt like left-wing mayors and governors like Ted Wheeler and Jenny Durkan have been competing to figure out who can be the worst Democratic leader in the entire country. Now, as the year finally comes close to a close, I think it's clear. It's from New York, not even Bill de Blasio, but Governor Andrew Cuomo. If New York State were its own country, it would have more coronavirus deaths per capita than any other country on the planet, barring China, which exported the virus, lied about all the statistics, and probably suffers even worse than New York. Even as Cuomo and de Blasio both threatened to send New York into another crippling lockdown, Cuomo has come out with a memoir about how to handle a crisis as a strong and affirmative leader. It is agitprop, to put it lightly. It is dishonest, and it is shameless. I read it, so you don't have to. For starters, Cuomo says so many times that no, he wasn't trying to become Joe Biden's running mate, and no, he's not going to try to run for president. And that, of course, why he does the usual politician fare of acting as though being the son of another New York governor made him an outer borough son of New York. You know, not one of those privileged sons of a governor. So yeah, basically, he's gonna try and run for president. Cuomo also pats himself on the back for bucking up and standing up to Trump. Good job. The worst things about Cuomo's book are two crucial lies. One, him blaming the president for Cuomo's own inability to recognize the importance of mask wearing, and the most egregious of all, his lies about the fatal nursing home order. Now remember, 1 out of every 1,000 New York residents were killed by the coronavirus. And that wasn't on accident. That was specifically because of Cuomo's failures of governance. The New York City subway system is not controlled by de Blasio. Ultimately, the buck stops with Cuomo, unlike other subway systems in other states. He let it become a primary vector of the virus, and there's no attention paid to that in this book. With regards to masks, on April 15th, he says, "Oh, I think that President Trump was giving me bad intel." It's not the president's job to give you the correct intel about mask wearing. After all, some 1 week prior, Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti put out a mask mandate. 3 weeks before April 15th, I wrote out suggesting that people should wear masks. It is not Trump's job to do the research for you. The nursing home mandate is the outright lie, though. And I quote, "By early spring, Republicans needed an offense to distract from the narrative of their botched federal response, and they needed it badly. So they decided to attack Democratic governors and blame them for the nursing homes." Cuomo then says it was a lie. New York State never demanded or directed that any nursing home accept a COVID positive patient. This is false. The overwhelming majority of the governors and local mayors in the country had no such nursing home mandate. Instead, Cuomo did so, and at minimum, some 6,000 plus seniors were killed by his bad policy. Cuomo has been repeatedly dodging FOIA requests and other requests from journalists. This means that he could have killed into the 5 figures of senior New York residents. But instead, he's shameless. He lauds himself for going on his brother Chris Fredo Cuomo's show on CNN, saying, why would anyone expect it to be objective news on CNN when the interviewer is his brother? After all, he gave the folks some laughs as seniors died and have still been spending 6 months in isolation, unable to see their families. Cuomo says, I am funny. I have good leadership. Do you have good leadership when you're kicking out all of New York City's businesses? I don't think so. Nearly 33,000 New Yorkers are dead. There were some obvious problems that the federal government handled the coronavirus. And across the country, we're seeing that everyone's getting fairly hard hit. But no ruler was more incompetent and now more shameless than Andrew Cuomo.